May 2020 Planetary Transits for Aquarius and Aquarius Rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Aquarius on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin May 1st, 2020, with 2 planets in Capricorn in the 12th house sector, Jupiter at 26 degrees Capricorn and Pluto at 24 degrees of Capricorn, retrograde. The Sun is placed in the 4th house at 11 degrees of Taurus, along with the planet Uranus at 6 degrees and the planet Mercury, also at 6 degrees Taurus. Venus is placed at 19 degrees of Gemini in the 5th house sector. Saturn is at 1 degree of Aquarius in the 1st house, along with Mars at 21 degrees. Neptune is at 20 degrees of Pisces in the 2nd house, and the Moon is in Leo at 15 degrees in the 7th. Overview: January 20th through January 29th, birth dates: Sun in Aquarius at 0 to 9 degrees. Transiting Saturn in Aquarius from March 22nd through July 1st, 2020, will be making a conjunction to the Sun of January 20th, 21st, and 22nd birth dates. This is a testing period to determine whether your professional goals and plans are valid, a true expression of who you are. If you persist in the face of delays, frustrations, and blockages from others or circumstances, then your ambitions are valid. If you walk away and give up, then you do not truly value what you're engaged in. Find something better that has more meaning for you. January 25th through January 29th birth dates will experience Uranus and Taurus square the Sun in 2020. Sweeping changes may happen that enliven and invigorate your life, along with big surprises and disruptions. The key is to remain flexible and expect the unexpected. January 30th through February 9th birth dates: Sun in Aquarius at 10 degrees to 19 degrees. January 30th and February 1st will feel the Uranus energy as it makes a square to the Sun in Aquarius. See the above description. Those born February 5th through February 8th will have their sidereal Sun transited by Pluto in conjunction aspect. Conjunction equals power through the fusion of two energies and promises dramatic new beginnings. This energy heightens ambition. You may suddenly find yourself obsessed with attaining certain goals. Don't knock anyone over, or you will arouse antagonistic energies in others who try to stop you because they feel threatened. February 1st through 4th birthdays will have Neptune sextile the sidereal Sun in 2020, bringing an opportunity for a new connection. Your personal astrological chart will indicate the possible ways this energy may manifest in your life. Generally speaking, it may bring a relationship with a Neptune type, someone who has this planet prominent in their chart or the sign Pisces strongly placed. This energy is deeply emotional and heartfelt and potentially very creative. It is also profoundly spiritual and enhances whatever psychic aptitude may be present. February 10th through February 19th birth dates: Sun in Aquarius at 20 degrees to 29 degrees. Saturn in Aquarius from March 22nd through July 1st will conjunct the sidereal Sun of those born February 13th through 15th. A testing period which will validate or eliminate career goals and ambitions. This group will have transiting Mars in Aquarius conjunct the Sun over the first half of May of 2020, a high energy vibration. It can also be aggressive, pugnacious, and willful. Take care to avoid conflicts. February 9th through 12th birthdays have transiting Jupiter conjunct their sidereal Sun placement all of May of 2020, indicative of good luck, opportunity, and freedom from a burden or obstacle in your life. Okay, before we go on to this section, part one had to do with the major transits: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Most dramatic, and also those energies tend to produce the most noticeable and greatest impact on your life and the current state of affairs in your life. Okay? In part 2, we have the daily aspects. The daily aspects are valid. The issue with the daily aspects is that they're short term. You might have an energy that lasts for a few hours on that particular day, or for half the day, or maybe, depending on the planet involved, an energy may last for the entire day. Okay? These transiting day-to-day aspects influence your state of mind for a time. They influence the mood you're in from hour to hour and one day to the next. Okay? On some days, you wake up, you're full of energy and enthusiasm, and you're very hopeful. Other days, you may wake up, fall out of the wrong side of the bed, just the whole day just doesn't go right, and you want to leave and walk away from whatever it is you're doing. Okay, the daily aspects, the daily mood you're in, have influence on those day-to-day moods that you find yourself in. Why am I feeling this way? Where is this coming from? Oh, I felt awful in the morning. I felt better by the afternoon. And now whatever was bothering me in the morning is back again. That's what the second section is all about. Okay. On May 3rd, Venus square Neptune between houses 5 and 2 is an aspect of deception resulting in confusion. The information you receive may be at odds with what your gut feelings are telling you about a financial situation or a loved one. Don't permit any news you receive to activate your inherent fears. Your imagination may be in overdrive. The planet Mercury conjuncts the Sun on May 4th in your 4th house, bringing the possibility of good news from a family member. May 7th brings the full moon, 6:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 17 degrees of Scorpio in opposition to the Sun at 17 degrees of Taurus, spanning houses 10 and 4, highlighting home and family commitments versus career responsibilities. The planet Neptune at 20 degrees of Pisces is aspecting this full moon harmoniously by trine and sextile, along with Mercury in Taurus at 20 degrees, making a conjunction and opposition. These are excellent energies to communicate, compromise, and iron out all conflictual energies at home and in your profession. On May 9th, under Mercury trine Pluto, and on May 10th, under Mercury trine Jupiter, between houses 4 and 12, these are excellent energies under which to get in touch with the deeper levels of your psyche. A session with a psychologist or spiritual advisor is especially favored. The Sun in the 4th house, sextile Neptune in the 2nd on May 10th, is a creative energy, excellent for redecorating your domicile for spring-summer season. Also on May 10th, the planet Saturn turns retrograde at 1 degree of Aquarius. Mercury square Mars on May 10th or 11th, depending on your location, between houses 4 and 1 is a frictional energy. Care is needed in how you communicate with others. In other words, avoid harshness. On May 11th, the planet Mercury enters Gemini and moves into your 5th house. On May 12th, Mars enters Pisces and moves into your 2nd house. The planet Venus turns retrograde on May 13th at 21 degrees Gemini, and Jupiter turns retrograde on May 14th at 27 degrees of Capricorn. May 15th brings the Sun trine Pluto between houses 4 and 12, favoring withdrawing for some alone time, relaxation, and renewal. Sun trine Jupiter on May 17th, also between houses 4 and 12, is a lucky vibration under which to take a break and set yourself free. Satisfy travel urges now. On May 20th, a retrograde Venus square Neptune between houses 5 and 2 could indicate receiving communication from an old love from your past. It could open up buried feelings and emotions. Protect yourself and don't believe everything you hear. Also, on May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini and moves into your fifth house. May 22nd brings the new moon, 1:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 2 degrees of Gemini in the fifth house, highlighting recreational pursuits, entertainment, creativity, love affairs, and loved ones over the month ahead. Start having more fun. May 22nd is action-packed, with three aspects that all indicate a focus on communicating and socializing with loved ones. Sun trine Saturn between houses 5 and 1, and Mercury conjunct Venus in the fifth indicate favorable and harmonious plans and discussions. Under Mercury square Neptune, however, some confusion is inevitable, usually due to not having all the facts upon which to base a decision. Best bet is to wait until you have greater clarity. Mars sextile Uranus on May 25th between houses 2 and 4 is a freedom aspect, meaning chances are you will be in the mood to break out, break free, and get away from routine duties and responsibilities. Renovations on the home front are also favored.